Right, today we are on a mission. We've got to go out, we've got to catch a bass. I've been asked for bass, so I'm going to go out and see if we can get a fish or two. And then we'll probably do a bit of pollock fishing or something like that, or just fish for mackerel, see if there's any mackerel around yet. It's probably a bit early, but we can give it a go. So, let's get going. I think we're all good. Right, we're about to try here. There's some gannets diving and a few seagulls. No, it's all gannets. Gannets diving. So there's possibly some bass or bass shoal over there. So we'll be trying out a lure sent to me by Ryan at, I think it's saltwater lure angling, something like that. I always get it wrong. Look in the description. He's got a YouTube, and he's also got a Facebook page where you can learn all about lures or find out anything you want to know about lure fishing. And I think he's got a lot of subscribers on there. I think there's quite a few thousand, so check it out. Anyway, let's see if this lure works. I'm going to jump straight in because I did try it yesterday, it was, I think. Yeah, yesterday, and the fish had just left when I put this on pretty much, so I didn't get a good shot. So we'll try it now. But there's definitely fish in this area because, like I say, the gannets are going nuts, so probably bass pushing up some bait fish. Could be pollock as well. There was some pollock here yesterday. Could be a mixture. But I do know a lot of the bass here were very, very small on the last trip. Well, I say very small, not that small, but small. Oh, seagull. Got to watch the young seagull. I don't know why there's a young one. A bit early. I've just got to watch my drift because I will be drifting past rocks. I heard a splash. Oh, something had a pop at it. There we go. There we go, one nice little bass. Now the only thing I would say is I would definitely need to change these hook sizes because they're taking the hooks too far down. Well, this one has. Oh, it's hooked in a bad place, not too bad though. I can get this out. There we go. There we go. That one should be okay. Yeah, it was hooked quite far. I'll give it another shot with it, but if they hook deep, I'm gonna have to change the hooks on this. I can't do it now, but I'll do it on another day. Yeah, it's another smallish fish. Might come off this one because it's not hooked so well. That's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all, that. I've got to keep a couple because somebody's after some, so. Oh, that's well over the size, so. Yeah. Right, going to test another one. This one is from Fernando, a subscriber again, who sent me a whole load of lures. I'll be trying different ones over different fishing trips. Good caster, that's for sure. But at the moment I'm just going to try the one. Like I say, I'll bring out various ones over different trips. I think we've moved off the area, so we might have to just head back up. Yeah. Now this one swims just under the surface. This one I need to fish it a little bit slower. It does flip out if I pull it too fast, but these narrow ones quite often do that, especially when they're near the surface. There you go. Now this fish might come off. To be careful of that because it took it so late. You know, sometimes they just nip the lure. So there you go, Fernando's lure, takes a nice bass. He knows his stuff, you see. The only thing I would do though is, again, I say it on most lures I get, I always try and push this, I want to push the size of the hooks up because I don't like small hooks because they can swallow the hooks down and get in the gills. And it keeps smaller fish off as well, it helps to anyway. Right. This one is coming home with me. Now people often ask me about bass and say, you know, where do you catch bass and all the rest of it. You can catch bass anywhere. As long as there's water there, you'll catch bass. And as long as you actually obviously get bass in your area, or that part of the country, or part of the world. The thing is with bass, usually with bass, I mean like now it's more about timing. Like you can come here, say, catch bass, in half an hour you might not see a bass till tomorrow or another day. You know, they just suddenly turn up. So it's all about learning those sort of little areas where you're more likely to pick up, you know, at the right time, of course. And I mean, like from the shore, quite often if you fish a deep water mark, I mean I don't mean a bay where the water dries out and fish can get trapped, but like an open water where they've got access to deep water, you'll find that a couple of hours before, even a couple of hours after tide, can produce some really nice fish. Obviously in bays where the water gets very shallow and dries out, the fish tend to leave a lot earlier, so you might get the 2 hours before high tide, but the 2 hours down, maybe not so much, they'll be gone or they'll be out deeper. But yeah, it's all about, like I say, trying areas and trying it at different times and different times of year. I mean, I've got places I shore fish, you know, in the autumn I'll go down for a couple of weeks, get loads of bass in one spot, and yet the rest of the year, I don't think I've ever caught a bass there any other time of the year. It's literally a couple of weeks. It varies when, it could be anything from sort of end of September to, well, I've had one in January. But you just get a couple of weeks where they suddenly turn up and then they're gone again after, you know, being there for a couple of weeks. But like I say, just try different places. I mean, one of your best tips is, especially offshore, go at dawn. That'll increase your chances massively. If you're trying new areas, try it at dawn. Just get the tides right for where you want to fish, and then fish the first hour or two of light. Nice lure, thank you very much. I can't wait to try the others now. Right, this one is a bleeder. This one has to come with me. Yeah, this is what I was saying about small hooks. You see, they get into the throats and then they get into the gills and bust up the gills. That's why I don't like using small hooks. Now, I mean, it's all right on this because this is a decent fish and I'll take this fish, but I don't like it if you catch smaller fish, or if you're just not taking fish, you know, and putting them back, which is the case quite often. I don't take everything, and then you have the trouble of getting them out as well. This one is definitely not going back. I haven't got half my gear with me, so I haven't even got to disgorge you. Might better use a knife. Hold on. Big ass knife. Get it. One out. Can we get the bottom hook out? Oh, I see, it's gone right down the throat. I'm going to have to kill this fish and cut the hook out, basically. Bit unfortunate, but it kind of does drive my point home when you see this. I mean, there's no way you're getting that hook out that throat, not without killing the fish. Luckily, like I say, it's a decent enough fish to take. And it's well down there. The fish basically swallowed it. I think I've got it. Like I say, if you're a sport fisherman, that wouldn't have been good. And no disgorger would have got that hook out. I doubt very much you would have even saved the fish if you'd had single barb on with that. We'll give it one more go with this lure, then I'm going to switch the lure out simply till I've got the hooks made bigger. Here we go. Waha! Here we go. Oh, that's not a bad one. Get hold of it. First run didn't do well, but then that doesn't mean anything. After a few runs we'll know if it's any good. Well, that tells me. I had a little fish. he goes. I tell you, they go like rockets when you drop them back, those things. Good job I checked that. Pollack. Nice fish. And there's something there. There it is. That was a bass. I could tell the way that was fighting. But it came off. This is pretty big. Ah, he hooked. Oh, something's showing up on the sounder on the bottom. Pollack, maybe? Yep. Maybe bass. See. Ah, it's bass. So I was just leaving the line dangling around the bottom and something grabbed hold of it. Wasn't even moving it. There it is. That's a big pollock. Turning the camera off at the moment because running low on batteries. So you know how it'll be. You get a big fish and then I won't have any battery power. But not bad at all. That was the fish, but it's come off. Might have found hooked up on the way down. Oh, that one I didn't. One little one, one big one. or as big as they are at the moment. There you go. Nice. So I had the camera off, but I had a lovely big pollock. So I'm going to call it a day now anyway. I just fished a little bit longer and picked that up, and that's enough. By far the best catch of the day. My first mackerel of the year. Let's give it a rinse. Yeah, first mackerel of the year. Might pan fry that myself. Well, that was a good morning's fishing, so I'm going to head back in now. I'm going to take the dinghy in with me. I'm going to head on into the inside. A little bit of a weather coming, I think. I think tomorrow might be alright, but it doesn't matter. We can always come out in the dinghy if we want to go and do any more fishing, but we've had a good enough day today, so there's no need to go out all the time. Especially, like I say, at the situation at the moment in the world. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one.